Hello friends, it's Miss Jones here. I've got some little technique tips that we're going to think about every time we play, and then we're going to play some of our pieces from this week. So our first thing is posture is really important as a string player. We actually stand side on to our music stand. So if my music stand is right in front of me, it's actually my left shoulder that's going to be facing the music stand. And when my violin goes up on my shoulder and my chin holds it there, the scroll is going to point at my music stand. Now, we don't want to be too close because we'll be bumping the music stand and hurting our lovely instrument. We want to be about 1 metre away, but so we can still see our music. Second thing, our left hand, we want it to have a straight line down here. Sometimes I see people sort of wanting to hold their violin up with their left hand, and they do this. And that makes it really hard to get your fingers down and reach the notes. So we want to have a straight highway here. I call it a straight highway because I travel on the highway a lot. And we actually have our thumb at the back. Now you might be able to see that there's a gap here. There's a gap between my thumb and the instrument. I'm not up like this. So we need to make sure our thumb is down and there is a gap. I can almost fit my bow through there. I wonder if I can. I can almost fit my bow through that gap. And then my fingers go down and they become the mountains. So those are 2 technique things. Another thing is we bring our elbow forward, and that allows our mountains to go down even better. So our elbow is not sitting under our instrument or behind the instrument. It's actually brought right forward. I hope you can see my instrument and my elbow is forward. So that is our play position for the left hand. For the right hand, for the bow, I always put it on the strings before I try and adjust my fingers. You actually walk them up and down your bow. The first thing we want is for our thumb to be bent. So if this is our bow, this little bit here, I call that the toilet seat. And our thumb rests on the toilet seat. He sits there and he's bent. He's a bent, bumpy little thumb. And he just rests on the toilet seat. Then our pointer finger lies down. So he's pointing towards my violin. Our other fingers just wrap over and our thumb on top. If you look at this arm, it's nice and straight. It's not like this. It's not like that. It's straight. So I call these my chicken wings because I can flap like there's no tomorrow. I look like I'm going to take off, don't I? That is our play position, and we call all those things technique, and they're really important to do before we play anything on our instrument. We're going to play Camptown Races now, so get out your music for Camptown Races. If you need to pause this video, that's quite okay. Pause it now. If you've got your music and you're ready to go, Camptown Races, we're going to start on the A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sing it, shall we? Camptown ladies sing this song. Do-da, do-da. Camptown racetrack 5 miles long. Oh, do-da-day. Let's sing the names of the notes. A, F, A, B, A, F, F, E, F, E, A, F, A, B, A, F, E, F, E, D. Let's put our instrument up and just tap the fingers down. Here we go. A, F, A, B, A, E-F-E-D. Let's play. Ready and. Trickiest was when I had to cross strings, like in the first bar. A, F sharp A. There's a bit of seesawing with our bow there, isn't there? So that's a bit of a tricky one. We have to have our fingers ready to go down, and we have to move our bow, then we have to move it back. Shall we try those tricky bits again? Let's start at the beginning, and we'll go a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just to recap things we were learning about in this video, our technique, our posture is very important, getting all those little things right. And then we were thinking about doing smooth string crossings. And that is just a time and a practice and going slowly and just making sure that when you move the bow, you only angle it enough so that you hit the string you're after. A bit like a seesaw. We don't want to go all the way up unless we want the G string, or all the way down unless we want the A string. We might just need to do a little seesaw from one string to the next. Happy practicing, friends, and I will talk to you soon.